Hello and welcome. You are watching WION World is One, and we are doing hashtag Oscars with WION, where today we are giving out predictions for Oscars 2020. I'm Krishna Kumar.
And I'm Shomini Sen.
And we are going to give you predictions for the 6 major categories of the Oscars. The Best Film, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, and Best Supporting Actress. And we're going to begin this in the reverse direction. Let's begin with the Best Supporting Actor category. A given race this time, Shomini, because Brad Pitt has won that award in literally every single award ceremony so far.
Yes, absolutely. And at least at BAFTA, there are certain surprises. At least we have seen it in the previous years. This year, there were no surprises at all. They have just been, like, all the awards have been just fixed to one single pattern, if we can call it that.
Yeah.
So Brad Pitt is going to win.
Best Supporting Actor for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, a performance that is just loved by everybody from Britain to America, everybody loving Brad Pitt.
To India.
To India, of course. Enough and more Brad Pitt fans watching this. So Brad Pitt winning for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, that's a lock. For all those watching this, you can check with us after the Oscars. That is our predictions. We're sticking our head out at this point in time. And rather confidently at that, Brad Pitt hasn't lost a single Supporting Actor award in this entire award season. So, you know, that's a done deal.
And it's a huge achievement that, you know, a film about Hollywood, about yesteryears.
The golden age of
Hollywood has Leonardo DiCaprio, who is a star performer. He's there, and it's a Tarantino film. We know that Tarantino and DiCaprio have collaborated in before. So you know that who's going to get more screen time, who's going to get a better role. Brad Pitt comes and then completely steals his thunder.
Walks away with the film, so to speak. He takes a walk in the end, remember? And he walked away with that film with
right.
that. So Brad Pitt winning. Another lock is actually Laura Dern. Best Supporting Actress for Marriage Story. Laura Dern, very famous actress. You've seen her in so many TV serials and movies all these years, and this is her moment. Her performance as a divorced lawyer, as a sassy divorced lawyer, was also loved across the board.
Yes, and Laura Dern, I think the magic of Laura Dern, I think people are waking up to her very late. A lot of people do not even realize that she's been there for so many years doing web series. She's doing so many films. She's there in Little Women too. So
yeah, and we all started watching her first, was it in Jurassic Park when she played the woman who went along with the children and protecting the children?
The first one.
The first Jurassic Park by Steven Spielberg. Laura Dern was right there in it, ladies and gentlemen. We've all watched her act and act very well. And this Oscars 2020, is certainly looking like it's going to be her year. Next, the leading man and woman, leading actor and actress categories. Leading actor male, Joaquin Phoenix. Again, I have nothing to say. Hopefully she has. Shomini.
I have nothing to say because there is really, I mean, I would have wanted if it went to someone else in some award. Like, I know he's deserving.
Don't say someone else. You want Adam Driver to win it for Marriage Story.
I admit, yes, I do want Adam Driver to win. But let's face it, I mean, you cannot match up to that performance in Joker.
Absolutely. That film, to me, was mostly about that performance, actually. I'm surprised that it's being loved for so many other aspects, especially the music score. Hildur Gudnadottir for Joker, who she's won it in the Golden Globes and many other awards as well.
She's also a front-runner in Oscars this year.
And also the front-runner in Oscars. So if there was any other front-runner apart from Joaquin Phoenix, it's for the best original background score for Joker. But for now, attention on Joaquin Phoenix. What a performance.
Interestingly, Joaquin Phoenix is playing Joker, a role that made Heath Ledger the legend that he is.
Oh, absolutely.
And he won an Oscar for Joker. Posthumously, yes. Yeah. So there are no prizes for guessing who is winning the best actor here.
Not this time. And best actress to Renee Zellweger for playing American yesteryear star Judy Garland in the film Judy. Again, a film that's all about its central performance. Renee Zellweger, we've known her from the times of Bridget Jones's Diary, and then
she's also won an Oscar before
for the film Chicago, and now again up for the running. Lots of questions about her Botox job, how her face was, etc., etc. And now Renee Zellweger shutting everybody up with that performance and likely to win the Oscar this time.
For me, it was, I think, the biggest surprise of the award season because I did not expect her to take home any award. There was no noise about Judy, you know. I mean, there was barely any kind of
and still,
buzz
there's only
around.
one thing about Judy that's known by people, and that is Renee Zellweger's
Yeah,
performance.
exactly. So when she went up on stage on Golden Globes and won it, I said, okay, I mean, she's also a contender. And then she went on to win almost all the awards. So now she's, of course, the front runner for the award. But I had no expectation. I thought Scarlett Johansson would win for Marriage Story.
Yeah, that was a given. And in fact, when the Oscar race began, the buzz was around Scarlett Johansson, wasn't it? Because like it was her year. She's nominated for Best Supporting Actress for Jojo Rabbit. She's nominated for Best Actress for Marriage Story. It was clear that one of them should fetch her an award, but looks like none of them can fetch her award this time around. Scarlett Johansson could be unlucky, ladies and gentlemen. For all the fans out there like me, brace for some heartbreak. So that wraps up all the actors and actors categories, and now to the most contentious category, where Shomini and I agree to disagree as to what should win and what can win. Quickly, Shomini, best film, best director, your predictions as of today.
As of today, Sam Mendes, 1917.
Best director, Sam Mendes for 1917, and best film, 1917 is Shomini's predictions. My prediction, best film for Parasite and best director for Sam Mendes, again for 1917 is my guess at this stage. And I'm also throwing in here a dark horse, a complete game changer come Oscar night, and that is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. If Parasite and 19 strike each other out, because it's clearly a two-horse race at this point in time, then the eventual beneficiary ends up being Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yes.
You know, as it's about Hollywood, it's about the golden age of Hollywood. The jury is going to, automatically has so many things going towards, giving it to Once Upon a Time Hollywood. So that's the dark horse, ladies and gentlemen. Don't ask us in case that wins on Oscar night, as you never spoke about it. These three films, it's anybody's race this time, isn't it? It's not a given this time.
It's not at all, and 9 films contending for the big prize, and all of them equally good. So it's very difficult to choose one, ideally.
Yeah.
But looking at the pattern, I think
Yeah.
you've got your prediction, I've got mine.
We'll see what happens. You can predict, incidentally. Oscars, the official website, is inviting predictions. You can write in those predictions there and then send it to us as well as to what your predictions are. We'll get a sense of what people watching this are predicting this Oscar season. And hashtag Oscars with WION, that's the hashtag. Posted on Facebook, posted on Twitter, any social media platform that you get your hands on. And we will be doing a post-Oscars analysis as well.
Definitely. We'll have lots to discuss. I'm guessing.
Lots to discuss. The whole diversity question will come up all over again at the Oscars this time, won't it, Shomini? Because just at the Brit Oscars, at the BAFTAs, diversity was the headline. Over and above all the awards, actually.
Yeah, and Oscars has been doing the same thing every year. Like, it's been Oscar so white for the last, I think, 2 years.
And Oscar so male for a really, really long time. so no female filmmaker nominated this time for Best Director Award. That's going to go down as a big point of controversy, contention with Oscars 2020. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Krishna Kumar signing off.
With Shomini Sen.